Hello, it is Sunday morning, the last Sunday of the year 2024. Anyway, so in, I always want to say February of 2020 is when I realized that I wasn't managing anxiety very well in my life. And it manifested itself, and it just wasn't good. Since then, I clearly know I have, anxiety, and that my brain does that, like the what ifs, and what if this happens and what if that happens. And it's been put to a challenge now quite a bit. The first time where it was really escalating was, I want to say, 2 years ago when I was on my road trip to see, my daughter's family on the East Coast. And I'm almost there, but I get that call, the phone call in the middle of the night that no mom wants. And my daughter was hysterical. My granddaughter was sick, and it ended up being she was put in ICU, and she recovered, and she's fine. But that first call, and I'm thinking sick, she had a cold, and it was a cold that went real bad, real quick. Then the second time is, once again, going out just this past summer, for my daughter was giving birth to my third grandchild. Things went sideways on that. And I knew I had to leave here from the West Coast and get there quick. My grandson was premature. Mama and baby are fine, but for a while there, it looked really bad. And having just experience in a hospital setting and seeing some of the worst case scenarios for decades, it just doesn't help that, anxiety. So last night, once again, the phone rings. And anytime the phone rings late at night, I just really have it on kind of for my daughter. And I'm looking at it because I went to bed early. My husband and I went to bed kind of early. We were both tired. And so it wasn't even midnight yet, but it felt like, when you're in a sound sleep and it feels like it's got to be later. How can it be 11 something? And so I said, oh my God, it's Stephanie. And I know she's 3 hours ahead, And so I answered the phone kind of like that, I just hate answering the phone. But I know I have to. So I'm like, hello? Everything okay? And it's I'm trying to hear her, and I can tell she's upset. And I'm like, gosh, I know the kids have been sick. They get colds and stuff. And, what I heard her saying is that my granddaughter was taken that the dad took the granddaughter to the ER that's near them. And they live in such a rural area that the ER that's near them is not like a trauma center, or it doesn't handle big emergencies, but it's still according to her, let's say 10 minutes away. And I've already been in that area. I spent 3 months last summer. It's not a drive, you have to drive everywhere to get somewhere. And so she says that he was en route, still not there, and that she had been sick, but she woke up and her lips were, what I heard, were blue and swollen. And I'm like, what? And she was saying she had wanted to call 911, and they just figured they could get her to the hospital quicker. Anyway, so my husband is asking, what's going on? And I'm not even able to, repeat what I'm being told, because I'm just trying to not have a panic attack. And I'm trying to stay calm and, well, it'll be okay. This doesn't sound good. Well, anyway, so I said, tell him what's going on. So as I'm listening to her tell him, she says that my granddaughter's lip has blown up. Her lips have blown up. So some type of reaction to something. Her lips have blown up. I said, are you saying they blew up and they're not blue? Oh, no. I didn't say they were blue. I said they blew up. All I heard was blue. I heard blue lips. I'm thinking like, I know she has her oxygen saturation. She has all that. So it's like, then I'm starting to feel a little bit calmer. Well, they ended up getting, I guess, to this little small ER, and they think it's a reaction to something. Her lips had really swollen, and I guess she said they felt funny, and it shocked my daughter when she saw, her come out, and her lips were really blown up. And so they gave her epinephrine, something else. And then they were keeping her there to monitor her for, I was being told, like 4 hours, but they decided to take her by ambulance to the hospital that's like a trauma 1 center to make sure that she's really okay. So they're ambulancing her, 20 miles down the road to, once again, the University of Virginia, UVA. And so there, it's like they tested her, and it's, I guess RSV. And she's, okay. She's doing fine. She's back home. But it was like really hard. It's hard. Sometimes I say stuff like I should have stuck with houseplants or something. But, I only have one daughter and 3 grandchildren. So, but it's just hard when that phone rings and you know that it's never going to be good news. It's never going to be anything positive that happens when she's calling that late in the night. And it's like, so it's like you think that when your kids are grown and out and about and like when they're little, you don't have to worry so much. It's not true. It really does not end. Mother, it doesn't end. But they're all well. And it's like, once again, it's like I think I just have to get it in my head that I can't fix anything that's going on. Nobody can. And it's a lot of stuff is just, I honestly have the faith that it's just God's will. There's just some things that we're never going to be able to, we can't control everything at all, if anything at all. We think maybe we are delusional in the things we think we have, control of. But so then I know that they have to come back home, and I've done that route from Charlottesville to where they live. And it's awful. I think about them on that road, and that drives me crazy. It's like all the what ifs. And it's like, I want it to be like a successful New Year's resolution to just let go of the what ifs. What ifs, what ifs. What if? What if? What the heck can I do about it? Really? What can we really do about it? Anyway, so I'm just sharing this. Made it through. My husband is self-employed, so he went to work. He was kind of tired, and he's a very calm, person where, I mean, I literally feel like I could say that, oh my God, her limb is hanging off. Don't worry, they'll sew it back on or something. He's just very calm. But I did good, and I think my daughter did good staying calm. And the dad and stuff is like, he's just, I think, calm. I remember when my granddaughter was being born, I was there and he was there. And, I had been there for the birth of my first grandson and for the second granddaughter. And, there's 2 boys and a girl, and then the third one, I wasn't there. I was on my way on the highway trying to get there before, he was born pretty early. But, so it's like with my granddaughter, it's like when she was born, literally, I saw 4 toes on her feet. And I went to the dad, I'm like, she has 4 toes. Do you see that? And he's like, yeah. Unfazed. And I'm thinking, in my mind, I'm already like, 4 toes. There's other problems, that could be internal. If you got 4 toes, what do you have? Like 1 kidney or heart heart valves not in place, whatever it is, that can cause some anomalies. But she didn't have 4 toes. She has 5, like on each foot. Her foot was folded in half. I never saw that with my grandson when he was born. But it was weird. It was weird. It looked literally like she had a foot with 4 toes on each foot, 8. But yep, so that's it. It is Sunday. It is the last Sunday of 2024. So I will not have any more emergency calls, I hope, on the last Sunday of 2024. It's raining outside. I'm going to stay inside and organize stuff for next year. I do this thing with bills and, certain information, try to get everything organized, but have a wonderful day.